Hi, I'm Doug, and this is a short story about how you tell stories using music. I've recently returned from a conference over in Chicago, and one of my friends in Chicago is a guy by the name of John Jorgensen. And we exchange ideas and thoughts about music, similarities and differences. And a while back now, he put me onto a tune called The City of New Orleans, which is a kind of sort of country type tune, all about this train that goes from Chicago to New Orleans. And this was in the run up to me going over to Louisiana to speak at a conference there. So I had this song in my head and I had John in my head. As the conference in Chicago got nearer, I thought it would be fun to have a kind of signature tune, if you like, for the event and for me going over there, because I'd been invited to do a kind of real-life unplugged karaoke as a pre-conference warm-up, which was a good, challenging, fun thing to do. So I listened to the song and I learned it up to a point, and I began to adapt it so that it kind of suited John a little bit more. So instead of being the city of New Orleans, it became the city of Chicago. And there were one or two other slight adaptations, if you like, that I put into the song. I shared it in advance with the conference goers, and it was a helpful thing to put on YouTube, so they got a sense of me, they got a sense of what was coming down the tracks, if you like. And then when I got over there, it was lovely for me to be able to perform this song for John and for all the other people who turned up for this campfire karaoke. And I hadn't realised, but quite a number of other people knew the song as well. So part of the song says, "Good morning, America, how are you? Don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done." So we adapted that to "Good evening, America," because it was a nighttime thing. And like I say, we changed New Orleans to Chicago and one or two other bits and pieces. And what happened was people picked up on the words and the tune and kind of played it back to me in a narrative form throughout my time at the conference and since, in fact. So I guess for me, it was just a really interesting way of sort of using a piece of music to help tell the story in the run-up to the event, to share my appreciation of having been invited there with someone who was kind enough to get me involved, and then it acted as a catalyst for other people to kind of speak to me and have a little bit of fun along the way and indeed after the conference had finished.